Well, hi everyone. I'm Jess, for those who I haven't met, which is probably quite a few in this room, and I'm from the University of Colorado in Boulder. So today I'm going to be talking about how we can create and explain fair algorithms if we all disagree on what it actually means for something to be fair. So let's talk philosophy. I've been doing a lot of ongoing research, basically just conducting interviews, long interviews with people and asking them, when it comes to algorithms, where do they draw the line between what is fair and what is unfair? So now it's your turn. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to start with some thought experiments, and today we're just going to stick to recommender system algorithms. So everybody in the audience, if you could all maybe try to follow along and see where you potentially draw the line between what is fair and what is unfair. We're just going to dive right into it. So I'm going to ask some rhetorical questions. And on the screen, you're going to see a line that basically indicates different levels of fairness and unfairness for an algorithm. We're going to start with a case study on Spotify. So if you had to choose which of these platforms would you prefer, on the left side you have a purely personalized platform that only recommends songs to you that Spotify knows that you will definitely like. And on the right side, you have a platform that is purely new artists and new songs that Spotify isn't sure if you'll like or not. And of course, you can draw the line somewhere in the middle. So think for a second where you might draw the line here. Now you have the option between pure personalization or purely new artists and new songs that Spotify isn't sure if you'll like, but since the artists are new, Spotify would like to be more fair to them by promoting their content. Did you change where you draw the line? And finally, you can either choose personalization or you can choose purely new artists and songs that Spotify isn't sure if you'll like, but the new artists remind you of yourself, an aspiring musician who has just put their first album up on Spotify. Do you think you might change where you draw the line now? Let's go to Amazon. Imagine that you're looking for a new product on Amazon. You're typing it into the search bar. Would you rather have purely personalized Amazon ranking results or recommendations on the page, or would you rather have only new sellers and new items that were just posted or just added today? And this is because Amazon wants to be fair to their new sellers, of course. Where would you draw the line? Was it different than where you drew the line for Spotify? Why? Quick raise of hands, who in this room has heard of Cuba before? Wow, awesome. Okay, so for those who haven't, Cuba is a nonprofit organization and they help with microlending. This means that you can go to the website and you can contribute to a loan of a minimum of $25 and you can contribute as much as you'd like. And this is to help fund a much bigger loan or a bigger project that someone is hoping to get. And they're really hoping to raise access to financial inclusion. So we're going to continue this thought experiment, but now with Cuba. Imagine you have $25 that you want to give to some sort of loan, or you want to loan to some sort of borrower on this site. So if you had to choose, would you rather have Cuba give you pure recommendations and page rankings that are strictly to whatever you have personally indicated that you have a preference to provide a loan for? This can be locations, projects, people. Or would you rather Cuba give you recommendations and page rankings based off of who they have indicated are generally underfunded borrowers based off of their own fairness goals? Where would you draw the line here? It's a little bit tricky, isn't it? So based off of the research that I've done so far, and again, this is still very much ongoing, this is kind of where people tend to draw the lines, as based off of what I've seen. So companies like Amazon tend to be more to the far left, people like personalization. Companies, nonprofits especially, like Cuba, tend to be more on the far right. And other companies like Spotify are a little bit wishy-washy, leaning towards the left, but of course, that depends on whether or not you're an aspiring musician. So why is this? I don't actually know, but I'm trying to figure that out. So here's some potential reasons for why these changes and opinions are happening. I'm going to focus mostly on the bottom one right now because I don't have too much time today. But one of the most interesting findings so far is that the way that we explain the fairness goals on the system to the user really changes their indications and their opinions on whether or not they choose fairness over personalization. Some interesting stuff. So, of course, there's a lot of future work that is hopefully going to be done in this space. And if anybody has any more thoughts about this, I would love to hear it. You can either hit me up online or you can find me at the conference, and I'd love to meet with you. Thank you.